authentic conversations about ourselves and our community, exploring topics that uplift and inspire us. From personal growth to social change. So grab your teacup and get ready to join the conversation.
And sucking gawking can become something that you do to satisfy your habit. Okay, so congratulations to this young man on his clean journey. We're going to pray that he gets the help and services that he needs in his community to hopefully stay on the better path of life, of not falling into these unfortunate pitfalls.
Drugs, marijuana.
When did you start smoking hard?
I was 21 or 22.
What made you start doing that?
Well, I was dating this older woman, and she put it in a cigarette.
Ooh, did she
She
tell
rolled
you?
it up. No, nope.
That is the way they get you. So please be very careful with the social circles and people that you're hanging around that are seedy and unsavory, because they will do things like that to you. They will lace you and your bootstraps will come completely untied. So please, Tea Talk Tribers, I love y'all over here and I want to see y'all safe and staying sipping.
I ain't know what the fuck was going on.
That's wild.
So I kind of, after several months, she came and told me. And then I was like, man, you lying. Because I'm still smoking weed, but it ain't really getting me
Getting
high
the
like
effect
it used to. So one day I experimented and I had that same feeling.
Wow.
So one day I was scrounging around for cans and I hit her in the head with a shitty diaper.
You got hit in the head with
No, I hit her in the head with a shitty diaper.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I was digging in the trash can for cans, right?
So is this your first time being homeless
no,
or whatever?
not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, so this has been like something that's been
This
on
is
and
like
off.
my third, maybe fourth time.
Wow.
Because I'm always staying with somebody. But this would be my first time with my name on the lease as head of household.
Wow, at 45.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Black men, we got to stop just going and doing anything for any reason. Waking up in treason. This black man has never had his own home. He's been bed hopping from transsexual to transsexual all his life. He's now 45 years old. Let this be a cautionary tale, okay? 2, get into the best social circles that you can and fixate and focus on yourself. It ain't always about, sleeping with somebody or attaching yourself to, the wrong energies, because it could up your life for the rest of your life. This man is now 45 years old and starting at the bottom. Now he's still there.
I lived in a rooming house for 12 years. Then I had stayed in another one for, I'm going to say 7, 8, maybe 7, 8 years. So it ain't like my habit really just...
All right, let's sip these teas. What's a rooming house? I'm unaware. What's a rooming house? Because I don't know. Is that some sort of a shelter? A rooming house is a residential building where individual rooms are rented out to 3 or more unrelated people who typically share common areas like kitchens and bathrooms. Oh, like a boarding house. Okay, I've heard of those. These properties offer affordable, often furnished lodging for single adults with management frequently provided by an owner or an operator. So occupants rent specific rooms rather than an entire apartment or a house. So it makes it a little bit more accommodatable for people to stay in these rooming houses, okay? The dwelling is shared by individuals who are not related. Residents generally share kitchens, bathrooms, and sometimes the living area, often used to budget conscious tenants requiring flexible furnished accommodation. So Chad says, a house you stay in that you rent one room out of the house, share bathroom and the kitchen. Chad said a homosexual all his life. This guy has never had any type of real stability. So, while he's saying women put him in a situation where he felt it would be, better effectively for him all the way around to date men, it seems like men have not even given him any type of advantages either in relationships as well. Okay, let's take note of that.
Kept me out here. I did try to pay my rent on time and keep food and support my habit.
Well, why do you think you couldn't do it?
Well, I did.
Okay, you did it for a while is what you're saying.
But at the same time, my habit still got in the way of, like, sometimes, like, every now and then it'll be a case where I be short on rent.
I got you.
You know, because I want to smoke.
I got you, man. So, so growing up.
Well, let that be the reason. He's now claiming that he's 8 months clean. He don't look the worst, right? I've seen people on these drugs that look, rode away hard and put away wet. Okay, and he doesn't appear to be that. So prayerfully, he is on a cleansing journey from hard substances. Okay, but the hard substances will take you completely out of your element, where you don't even care about having a floor and walls and ceiling, or food, or suitable accommodations to keep yourself clean, to where you even care about putting up your rent money, to continue to acquire your dwelling. So prayerfully he gets that back on some type of a track, because he's 45 years old. I don't know if he's never had a lease. He should have, some type of credit, or I don't know, maybe not, because just because he ain't been, lived on in his own place, don't mean that other people have not taken advantage of the fact that he ain't never had nothing. So, zero credit can also get you things too, but he's likely to not have any evictions on his record. Okay, so, but we got to start somewhere, right? That he needs a trade. You look over there, get the paper over there, look up a trade, and start catching some dogs. Okay, like and subscribe. Become a Tea Talk Triber today. You're going to love it here. This guy says that he went from dating women to dating men because he was being cheated on by real women at the tender young age of 18. Chad says he's been on the streets of Atlanta his whole life. How he know about translator? Right.
Anything like ever happened to you? Anything like that? Any type of sexual trauma?
Yeah, I was raped as a child.
At what age?
Oh, 3.
3?
I told you, and I'm very, very, very sorry to hear those circumstances occur to this man. Yeah, when your kids are in, bad placements due to our very bad, messed up DFAC system out here, they take kids and put them in worse situations, or, situations that have no hope whatsoever. Instead of attempting to at least try to get parents together, you make more money in the DFAC system by having children in them. Okay, they create all types of programs and things like that. The Trump has to come now and what you call it, like break them down and chop them up and find the fraud. Okay, so unfortunately he fell into those unfortunate situations, and he was taken advantage of as a child. Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
What happened?
My mom was staying with a friend, and her 2 sons had their way with me. And this is kind of like...
Wait a minute, Becky. His mother put him into these very unfortunate situations. So it was best that they came and removed him from his mother, because he definitely, would have went through a lot more unfortunate situations, could have probably been unalived as a 3-year-old being aped by 2 boys that can unalive a child. Okay, so his mother needs to definitely rot brought in a hell on earth. Chad says, I don't remember being 3. Well, I do in shades, maybe snapshots. I don't have one full memory from 3 years old. Don't believe it. Chad says he don't believe it. I as well. Like I remember things in like moments, but not like full storylines. So yeah. If that did occur, good he got removed from her and she needs to rot in hell.
First time I really was open with this.
This is the first time?
I never told my mother this. Yeah, she don't know to this day. She know now because she up there watching.
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44.
All right, remember T-Talk Tribers, if you want this show to go ad-free, like, subscribe, and continue to watch the whole video.
Okay, what is it that made you disclose that right now for the first time?
I don't know. You asked.
I tell you what.
What's wrong with me?
I tell you what,
I
tell you what, it's just as simple as asking.
I mean, I ain't the only one.
No, you're not. You're not. I've done thousands of these interviews, and I can tell you that the more and more I do it, the more I realize how much this happens.
The more people can figure out how to help people deal with things that happen to them.
What effect do you think that had on you?
It had a big effect because I suffer from paranoia. And I have trust issues. I have very big trust issues.
Do you think?
So it's like I hate people. I don't like being around large crowds.
That's so funny because every time I see you, you're like
that's fake.
That's a mask.
I try to stay by myself, but I'm homeless. So if I want to know something or if I want something, guess what? I'm gonna still have to deal with people, but I don't deal with a large number of people.
Okay.
I deal with certain people.
Right.
Hey, how you doing? And I keep it moving.
Right.
But as far as like hanging with a crew,
see, I would have thought you had this big overstated personality the way I see you, and every time.
I've had a lot of people
man,
say,
what you gonna do, me?
I try to stay positive about the whole situation.
Hey, listen, man.
Because if it was really up to me, I'd probably be down there at Hurt Park right now. Ain't nobody down there.
Right.
That used to be my hangout spot.
Okay.
But I can't be closed up forever.
Woo.
So I guess you could say I'm taking steps into figuring out who to trust and who not to trust. Instead of just not trusting nobody.
Right.
Because there are people still out here that's got a good heart and willing to be real friends and tell you right and wrong.
I tell you what, man. I'm going to ask the inevitable question that people are going to have in their head. Do you think that what happened to you in childhood affected your sexuality choices when you got older?
Nope. I don't think it did. Because the most powerful thing we have is choice. So you going
yeah, that's true. I mean, I know people that have had that happen to and then they are heterosexual. You know what I'm saying?
It's a choice we make.
Okay.
Because when my ex would walk the beat, and some of these people who I see macho men, man, I'll beat the sister up.
Right.
And I catch them
they
behind,
the ones pulling up.
Catch them in the alley getting the dick sucked, and they got a girlfriend.
So was it?
Whoa, that was some teas he spilled. He said that he be seeing these hardcore guys or whatever, like, yeah, ninja, I wish a hoe would. And the next thing you know, he sees them somewhere in a dark alley with a man. Women, please be careful dating out here. He said, and they got a whole girlfriend at home. We have all heard the telltale stories of, men being on the down low and stuff. And we are getting firsthand accounts of people that are seeing it and knowing that it's happening out here in real time. Okay, story time, sideline. I was dating a guy back in my early 20s, just dating. And he had a secret. People were telling me, like, Tanisha, do you not see a little twinge in him? And I'm like, no, like he just likes to keep his hair very fine, you know what I'm saying? Very well groomed. He's never, out of pocket, out of step in any way. He was just like a well to do, well put together man. I never took him for a switch hitter until I caught him switch hitting. Okay, so they do be on the down low. They very much so use women as covers. I guess they call them what do they call them? Beards? And it happens. It does happen. So be more cautious and careful, and really, looking at, certain aspects of men today. I'm a little bit better at, being able to recognize when, if in fact, a man is showing me signs that he may go the other way. So, but then sometimes men, like he said, they can put on a good, persona, their representation of themselves, but be a completely different person in another way. So, yeah, like and subscribe.
Anybody that you ever knew, recognized, anybody that we would know?
Yeah.
Like who?
I'm not gonna say who, but you see him every day.
Out here?
Out here, walking past you, thugged out, gangstered up. Yeah.
What? Oh,
now,
man.
if I was to say names,
well, you guys, right. And I don't want you, because I'm sure that half the people in the park are gonna say.
But
you know who you are, whoever you are.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
And I'm probably one of the few that say, yeah, I done seen him do it. I had one, try to pay me every time he see me. I don't know why he got paranoid every time he saw me.
What?
Yeah. I caught him in a bando.
Ooh, he's got teas for days. Y'all go over there to Atlanta Street Interviews. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to this show. I'm gonna continue to drop teas on this channel because it's hot, right? He said he's got guys that be trying to pay him to keep his secrets. Could it be your man? Is it your man, ladies? Okay, could it be your man? Who's to say? However, he says that he's catching these guys, right? These gangsters, or however have you, men that are representing in the community to be, a manly man and not
Thanks for watching. Remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's a blessing. Keep your teacups filled and ready for my next upload. Until then, stay inspired and remember, always stay dipping.